My name's Calvin Waite, and I trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for a living. So we are looking at Bitcoin. Looks like we are officially well above our 50-day moving average. The close of yesterday's candle is higher than the 50, which is higher than the 100, which is higher than the 200. So all of our trends are in alignment, and we are seeing the 50 start to turn because of this move. Significant changes in the market since yesterday. We are now trading above this most recent high, and we have broken out very solidly out of our triangle here. This triangle is we're just above it, and the section of the price action that we are in right now is starting to find a little bit of resistance here. One thing to keep in mind, I'm just going to draw a quick line here. Let's zoom in on our, okay, so I just wanted to let you know that this is our pattern. Let's go from here. We may find a little resistance around 11.5, but that's not going to be a bad thing. We've got some good support building, and we have a little bit to muscle through just because we had such a consolidation point right here. If we consolidate here, it'll only be a matter of time that we really get on the move. So there's your quick update on Bitcoin. This is what it's like to trade on margin. You put in your money, you crank it up to 100x, and when things are good, things are great, and you feel like nothing could ever happen to you. But the problem is, every market has a whale, and whales love to stop you out and wreck your capital, and then you're sitting there homeless. So today I'm going to dive into the question, is it better to hold alts or Bitcoin during a bull market? So let me explain what we're looking at here. On the bottom, I have the price of Bitcoin. On the top, I have Bitcoin dominance. And I've added some colored bands for those that are new to my channel. The green represents bullish periods. The yellow represents flat or declining. It's kind of a cautionary period. And then red represents bearish markets. And the white is sort of a undefined period where all of the trends are really mixed up. So if we look at Bitcoin dominance, this chart up here, when Bitcoin dominance is dropping, that means alts are increasing in market cap faster than Bitcoin. So when you see Bitcoin dominance dropping, that means you want to be in alts, because alts are taking more market share than Bitcoin. Down here, you can see that, so in the beginning of 2017, when the Bitcoin dominance dropped really hard and all the way through to the end of the year, that means alts were rising faster than Bitcoin. And amazingly, was Bitcoin suffering? No. So Bitcoin absolutely was launching through 2017 all the way up to the end of the year. So that means that as Bitcoin was going up, alts were going up faster. They were taking a larger percentage of market share. So during the 2017 run, you actually wanted to be in alts in order to maximize the amount of profits you were making. So what happened next? Bitcoin starts selling off. Bitcoin gets into this red bear market period. And what's the Bitcoin dominance doing? it was increasing. So even though Bitcoin was losing, alts were losing faster. So you wanted to be in Bitcoin even though it was going down, or USD if you were just totally out of the market to wait for all of this to blow over. But as Bitcoin market is, the Bitcoin dominance is increasing, that means that alts are losing market share. Alts are going down faster than Bitcoin. So if you've got Bitcoin going down and alts are losing faster, people were getting killed. This is where the alt market got so wrecked in 2018. And then we have the opposite situation happen, because the beginning of 2019, when Bitcoin had its first rally, we went up to 14,000. So Bitcoin prices were increasing. Well, what was happening in the alt market? Alts were losing market share to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is taking more market share and going up at the same time. So this was the opposite scenario that we had in 2017. So we wanted to be in Bitcoin during this run because alts were flat or losing as Bitcoin was making this move. So recently, you've wanted to be in Bitcoin because they've kind of created this. They've done the same direction. The bands are the same. That was true all the way up until recently. Look what we have here. We have Bitcoin dominance dropping. This means alts are on the move. And we have Bitcoin entering sort of a green zone. So the question is this scenario going to play out during the next bull run, or will this scenario play out during the next bull run? And the answer really, it's not perfectly clear yet, but the fact that we are seeing Bitcoin dominance dropping and we are starting to actually enter the bull market here, it may be that we want to be in alts. The question, it's a hard question to answer because we didn't have any kind of a significant alt market prior to 2017. So we don't have a 4-year cycle to look back at and find a trend. So this period of time was a little bit unknown compared to this period of time. I mean, there are a couple of similarities where we had kind of a green and yellow section during the green and yellow section. So maybe this was normal leading up to the bull market, and then once we hit bull market stage, alt market went nuts. So this is I don't know. It seems to be that alts will be the way to make more money during this bull market. But if we learned anything from this bull market, when Bitcoin finally takes the turn, you're going to want to be out of alts as fast as you can. So hope that gives you guys a little heads up there. So the chart of the day is Theta token, and I just wanted to point out a couple of things. First of all, if you entered this trade at the end of the red zone, congratulations on your 6x return. If you saw these crazy rises and you exited and then re-entered this position when things started flattening out, congratulations on your 2.5x return. But there's something I wanted to show you. You can see how we've got this bull flag here where we have prices falling but nobody getting scared. Like nobody rushed out and sold off the same way we did here. This is a bull flag. And what happens, or how do these resolve? The distance from here to here is our target. Our target has been met. So the question is, are we in another bull flag, or could this be a change in momentum? And in my book, this is how I would be trading this. In my mind, I think, what is my risk? What is my reward? Do if I've made 100% return on my trade here, or I've 6x'd my return from the bottom, am I going to get another 6x return out of this coin? That would be a very unlikely scenario. Do coins only go one direction? No. I would be taking profits here. I know you can wait until we exit the yellow zone here. So like if we get below the 50, we can make an exit. But let me ask you another question. The question is it easier to take profits in a bull market? Is it easier to sell in a bull market or a bear market? If you're selling when everyone else is selling, it's a lot harder to find liquidity. It's much, much easier to find the liquidity to sell when people are still buying. So I would definitely be analyzing your position and deciding if you're overexposed, whether you should take a sensible approach and take some of these profits here. Because let's be honest, we've made some money on Theta, and it's time to not be greedy and think about what we can do. So let's say you're a Theta fan, that you absolutely love and believe that Theta will launch off into the future. Well, where you want to be the guy with capital that can support the price when the pivot happens. But if we go up too much in a row, there's always another side to these mountains. There's always a downside on the other side, and if you can catch it at a good point, convince investors that we're not sold out, you're gonna have the capital to help make those pivotal decisions. But yeah, I would be looking at Theta and reevaluating your portfolio size, because this has been a sweet run. Our bull flag has materialized, and are we going to see a 2 to 6x from this point? It'd be a lot harder to get there. So just be smart. We're not here to, those moonshots do come, but I would rather put a 100% or 200% or 300% run in my pocket and miss out on the 6% run or 600% run than I would missing it and completely going back down to 0 or taking a loss after I'd had an opportunity like this. So be sensible, be smart, and we'll talk to you all on Monday. Hey, thanks for hanging on till the end of the video. If you liked anything I said, please support the channel by subscribing. If not, feel free to leave a comment and I'd be happy to take a look and make improvements to the channel so it'll be better next time.